Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This video is my most recent Sassy Girl Aroma haul, the order from July 21st to I think the 23rd or 24th. So let's go ahead and get started. It's been a while since I have made a Sassy Girl haul. I'm trying to be good. There was a time in my life when I ordered from every pre-order, but those days are few and far between. So I grabbed 10 brittles this time, a moderate size order for me at least. And I am so just speechless about some of these blends. Julie is immaculate at blending and she knows what she's doing, and she just graciously keeps giving us success after success after success. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump in here. I got a little bit of fall, a little bit of non-seasonal, a little bit of Christmas. So I'm going to grab these in no particular order, but I've got to say there's some winners in here. The first one, I don't know why I put that up to my nose itched and I forgot Okay, the first one here, I must say, this is Wax After Dark. I wanted to film this earlier today, but my mother-in-law made enchiladas for dinner, so I went up to her place and hung out for a little while. So it is Wax After Dark. It's like 9:30 here. So this first one here is Fall Bakery. Tried and true classic, matches my nails also, I must say. This is a beautiful Julie from Toma, Wisconsin. She has her storefront now. Congratulations, Julie, on that. I wish I could come visit you. I would be there all the time and you would get tired of me and bar me from your store. So maybe one of these days I'll make my way up to Wisconsin. These, I'm not going to take all of these out of the packages, but if you're a customer of Sassy Girl and if you're watching this, you know that she is just so talented. And this is just wafting at my face, by the way, this blend. This is just beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. And the wax pool in your warmers is just, sometimes it's just so like, oh, I don't ever want you to move, or, how the color absorbs into each other. I don't ever want that to happen because this is going to be gorgeous. So Fall Bakery, I'm going to take my glasses off because I feel them rolling down on my nose here. Fall Bakery is a tried and true classic, been around for a while. This is zucchini bread, pumpkin pie, sugar cookies, and apple pie. That's this one here. I've been shopping with Sassy Girl for 2.5 years, and Fall Bakery I had in my very first year of Julie's, and there's been various blends that's like this one, but then I saw this on that pre-order, from this time, and I thought, I really haven't had Fall Bakery for a long time. I bought It's Fall Charlie Brown, the pre-order, several pre-orders ago. I did a video for that one, my last video, I think. And that one is apple streusel, zucchini, and pumpkin, I think. Whereas this one has pumpkin pie, sugar cookies, apple, and zucchini. This is fantastic. This is Fall Bakery. If you do not have, oh, that's good. If you do not have this in your wax collection, I would really encourage you, if you love fall and you love bakery, grab this, because it is something you can melt all year. It's warm, it's inviting, it's comforting, it's not offensive. So if you have visitors over, or even if you're trying to sell your home and you're staging your home and you want to scent your home during that time, this is something that you would want to walk into. This is so good. Oh, the first thing that I really do smell, I do smell the spices that are in both the apple pie and the pumpkin pie. So, and then we have the spices from the zucchini bread too. Julie has one of the best zucchini bread oils out in the wax industry, and she knows how to blend with it. So Fall Bakery, what a kickoff with my haul. That's a great one. The next one, this one doesn't get as much love, but this is such a beautiful, beautiful, mature fragrance. This is In the Cellar. This is a dupe of Wine Cellar from Bath & Body Works. I love Wine Cellar. Wine Cellar is, I don't even know if it's out right now. I know it came back last year, I think. I really have not really been in Bath & Body Works. I'm kind of trying to divorce Bath & Body Works, honestly, in the candle aspect, I should say. Wine Cellar is, it's so good. I actually have a few candles in my candle collection that I do not have the heart to light because it's so good. This is In the Cellar, and we have the beautiful tones here of teal and mauve and pink. Maggie, my two colors at my wedding. Blush and Bashful, I think that's what, from Still Magnolias. Maggie teases me because I had two colors of pink at my wedding. I had fall jewel tones. So I had this color right here, and I had something like this, but not as baby pink as this. I'll have to show some pictures. So I just had to give Maggie a shout out because, you know, she's so cute. If you don't watch Maggie, you need to check her out. This is Tart Dark Cherry. Say that fast 10 times. Tart Dark Cherry, pink pepper, warm musk, and green minty patchouli. So don't let that scare you. Really don't let it scare you. If you like a wine, if you like the scent of wine, not necessarily the boozy part of the wine, but the fruit of the wine, the grapes, the different essences they put in wine. I mean, I know not all wines smell the same, but this is like a rich a Bordeaux or a Merlot or something that's just rich. Oh, it's so good. And you have the woodsiness from the oak barrels and, you know, whatever else barrels that, well, I say that because I think, you know, wine is kept, you know, the way wine is kept. And I don't necessarily get as much woodsy stuff as I get from such like a bourbon or an outright hard liquor, that sometimes they put those woodsy notes in there. I just get a little bit to accent the cherry and a little bit to accent the wine notes. I hope that makes sense. But if you do know what wine cellar smells like, I think you'll understand what I'm saying. I love this. She hasn't offered this all that much, and I saw this and I thought, I'm gonna grab it. I have a brittle that I got last year, I think, but then again, maybe it's been offered. I just really haven't. I've been trying to be good, but this is one, if you really like these types of notes and you like a good wine, give this one a try. Love that one. Next, this is a new one to me. This is Apple Caramel Birthday. I had to grab this because I love caramel apple. This one actually matches my shirt, kind of. So this is freshly picked apples with gooey caramel, buttercream frosting, and cake just out of the oven. This is Apple Caramel Birthday. I had to get this one because, you know, I love Cider Lane, which has that mulled spices, caramel, apple vibe to it, but I'm finding I'm really liking more just caramel apple singular, not just with Cider Lane. I like Cider Lane, but I'm gravitating more towards just my caramel apple. So I've opted to grab this, and usually I grab Fall Yoga Pants by the Fire. That's an amazing blend if you've never had it. It's pumpkin pecan waffles, Cider Lane, I believe Marshmallow Fireside, and there's one more or two more notes in there. But Fall Yoga Pants by the Fire is a really good Cider Lane scent, if that is what you're thinking about with caramel apple. This I opted because it's buttercream, cake, and caramel apple. This smells like just a caramel apple cake is really what it smells like. Or even the best thing to probably say is like a caramel cake. You know, this time of year, the pumpkin caramel cakes and the pumpkin lushes and all sorts of yummy desserts that are going to start popping up everywhere. It's September, so it's acceptable to have pumpkin now. I like this. I'm going to get going with this probably in the next month or so. I already have my stuff picked out I want to start, continue working on in September. But this one here is good. If you haven't tried that one and you like bakery and caramel apple, you would not be disappointed with that one. Next this is a new one to me. This is Grammar or Grammar. I don't know how she pronounced this one. This is orange. This is a complex one, first of all. When I sniffed this earlier, I thought, I'm going to have a tough time describing this because I believe this is one, I believe this is a resort blend. If not, it's extremely complex, really complicated, really hard to interpret. I'll try my best though. This is orange peel. Get ready. Orange peel, cocoa, vanilla blossoms, carrot seed, violet, orris absolute, ambrette, earthy tobacco, smoked cedar, cade oil, and spice musk. Okay, so everything in the kitchen sink is in here. But guess what drew me in here? If you know me, you know that tobacco. I love tobacco blends. I can't get enough. I am finding any vendor, not just Julie, but any vendor that offers a tobacco blend, I'm wanting it because I love that in my home. It's sophisticated, it's sexy, it's something different. Because, you know, sometimes we can melt and melt and melt bakery, and while it's fantastic and yummy, sometimes it gets a little stale. I want something different. I love it. This is very complicated, but it almost has a slight, I don't want to say leather, but it has a little bit of essence that, this is very hard. This is a very hard one. It's earthy. It's got a little bit of musk. Yes, it has tobacco, but the combination of all of these other ones together are just giving me just kind of like a soft leather jacket that's been worn in for years. And it's one that not like a roughened textured leather, but a soft, smooth leather. I don't know leathering and all the process, but it's the smooth, shiny looking leather, not patent leather, but real leather that's soft and, you know, snuggly. This is giving me that type of vibe, even though there's not leather in here. I don't like leather really in wax, just a hint, but there is not leather in here. This is tough. This is really tough. So if you watched my resort videos, and I had a hell of a time trying to describe those blends to you guys, put this one in there. I don't remember, like I said, I don't remember what this is a dupe of, or what this is piped through what resort or, you know, hotel throughout the world. But this, if you like those complicated, rich smelling scents, give this one a try. Whew, it's tough trying to describe those ones. Okay, pumpkin creamer. This one has been around, I think, for the last year, and I have yet to try it until now. Yes, I know. Another beautiful fall background to this one here. Matches my shirt too. Love this. This is pumpkin creamer. Pumpkin creamer is a cozy, creamy blend of cashew creamer, pumpkin puree, brown sugar, and nutmeg powder. I don't know why I did not try this before now. Probably because this is one that's kind of like the what's the one that keeps selling out the last few times? The apple butter delight, I think. This was pumpkin creamer last year. It was selling out right and left. This one is, let's see what this one's like. I sniffed it earlier. Oh, it's rich. It has a nuttiness to it, but it has the integrity of that, like a can of pumpkin puree. You know, like you're getting ready to make a pumpkin dessert. That fresh, earthy, soft pumpkin, fresh pumpkin smell. It has that, but it does have the cashew milk in here, and it's creamy. So it has a nuttiness. And if you don't like nutty blends, I would say maybe this one isn't for you. But if you do have it and you find it as a little bit too nutty, just blend it with a little bit of creamy something. You could even put cashmere in here. You could put anything milky or anything bakery. You know, I know this one can be a little nutty, can sometimes be scary to people. I'm nutty, so I love nutty stuff. You know, but this is good. I'm glad I finally have this. This is one you could even melt throughout the year because it doesn't necessarily scream coffee creamer. It is just a nutty spice, but not bad spice. Not a ton of spice, but it's just got a little bit of that fall. I wouldn't necessarily say pumpkin spice latte because I don't get coffee from here. It's a little, it's just the creamer part of it. Hence, pumpkin creamer. So there's that one. Next, this is Top Shelf. Another complicated one. I don't remember. I should have looked on my order to see what these were dupes of. But at one point, I had just about every resort blend that Julie offered, and then I, you know, tapered off buying. But I've seen Top Shelf many times, and guess what? It's a tobacco blend, so that's why I bought it. This is a smooth cocktail of pink pepper, neroli oil, rum, vanilla, smoky tobacco leaf, and leather. So this would be like Johnny Depp to me. He seems to have all those qualities. This is Top Shelf here. Yeah. So let's go for it and see. Okay, this one definitely, it's got a sweet leather essence to it. It has a little bit of rum. It's got a hint of tobacco, but not too much sweet tobacco. This leans a little more on the leathery side to me. And if you've ever smelled a blend that has too much leather in it, you know how it just is, it's sharp. It's kind of like you're smelling sour milk, and it's just not pleasant. To me, in wax, leather has to be done very, very, very tastefully and very meticulously, because leather can go bad, can go south quickly. And this here, the neroli oil and everything together, this does smell like top shelf. This could be a top shelf man. This could be a mix of Charlie Hunnam, Brad Pitt, and Johnny Depp. That's all I need in my life. Those two men right there. And that if they smell like this, I'm happy, because then, you know, my life can be complete. I'm kidding, but now you know my three main men, I should say. But yeah, don't worry, my husband's well aware. So there's that. Okay, next I have 3 more blends here. Gingerbread brulee. I had to grab this. I haven't had, there is another blend right now on the pre-order, unless it's sold out. It's called Sunny Days Ahead. It has gingerbread in it and lemon and graham crackers. It's fantastic. That's the only other gingerbread blend I believe I've really had from Sassy Girl. So when I saw this, I thought, I've got to try this. This is warm, nutty, buttery, and spicy, with a base of creamy custard and caramelized sugar. So even though there isn't necessarily gingerbread in here, let's see, in the notes I should say, this is it is custardy, creamy, something flying around in here, custardy, creamy, rich vanilla, with a little bit of the gingerbread spices. I wouldn't necessarily say gingerbread itself. You know, I wouldn't say ginger snap, you know, the batter part of it. I wouldn't say that I get bakery cake from this, the gingerbread aspect. I do get the heavy, rich vanilla custard, and I do get the spices. So you have the richness from the molasses, you have ginger, and the few other spices that are in gingerbread. It's escaping me right now. But this is, I like this. Even if you don't like creme brulee, you will like this because it has the heaviness of those spices in there. This could be a fall or winter blend. This one could pull either way. Next, oh, I saved my last 2, my favorite ones for last. Okay. This is a new one to me. This is Harbor Tea. This is it's a resort in Boston Harbor. I can't remember if it's not the Hilton. It's something. It's in Boston Harbor. This is what's in that resort or hotel. Harbor Tea. This is lemon rind, orange peel, plum wine, spiced bourbon, aged tobacco leaves. Ugh, tobacco leaves. Patchouli, cedar, and vanilla musk. So, this one here. Shut the front door good. This is so good. I actually, when I opened this up, I got this last night, this order, but I didn't have a chance to film last night. I messaged Julie today and I said, you know, this is the most perfect tobacco blend I have smelled. And I would like to say I know a good tobacco blend. There are a few other vendors out there that really speak to me in terms of being able to blend with tobacco very, very well. I don't know if this is a single oil or if this is a blend of oils, but this is freaking phenomenal if you like a tobacco scent. So this is just like fresh cut tobacco, sweet Cuban tobacco, not lit, not smoky, none of that stuff. The actual plant after it's been processed and goes through that everything they have to do, that beautiful, the smell of tobacco is just, it's beautiful. It really, really is. I get a little, it's accented beautifully with the patchouli, beautifully with the cedar, and you get the richness of the plum, but this smells like tobacco leaves from Swanky. This is what this smells like. So if you like tobacco leaves, which I kicked myself, I got tobacco leaves as a sample but I never was able to actually grab that blend. But I remember in my head, damn, that's the best tobacco blend I've smelled, and now I have found Harbor Tea. So this is another beautiful background here. This beautiful, oh, this is phenomenal, Julie, phenomenal. I love this. This is just so sophisticated, so mysterious and fantastic. Love it. So finally, this is my nostalgic one that I bought. There's another vendor out there. If you watch my videos regularly, I kind of went in depth about this holiday scent that means a lot to me. The other one that is nostalgic and sentimental to me is Traditional Christmas. I found this blend, I want to say maybe in the end of 2021 or maybe even last year. I don't remember. I bought one brittle of it, and I honestly, I haven't really seen it since, but it might have been there. Like I said, sometimes I don't pay attention to the pre-orders because I don't necessarily really want to buy every week, just because I do support other vendors. I need to spread it out. So, but Sassy Girl is my #1 vendor. She has been since I found her, and she keeps knocking them out of the park. This is cinnamon, pine, musk, and vanilla. So this smells like something that I've smelled in my life. And I asked Julie today, is this a dupe for anything? Because I've smelled this exact scent somewhere in my life. Over the course of my almost 40 years, I've smelled this. And I'm pretty sure it was when I was a kid somewhere. I don't know what this is. I don't know. I can't access the memory. It's too deep into my mind. But smell is so powerful. It evokes such emotion in us. And our mind never forgets that type of stuff. I think you know what I mean. If, you always remember how somebody or something smelled. This is, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a Christmas blend, even though it does have the cinnamon. It has the pine. It's got a little bit of musk and a little bit of vanilla. It's a very unique Christmas nostalgic blend. So I treated myself to 2 of these because now I can finish the blend I have. This also is extremely strong. This is one that needs double bagged because after this sits and cures for several months, it starts to really you can smell it outside of the bag. It's a strong one. So this one here, I requested this blend on this pre-order, and Julie was so gracious enough to pick this one to offer. So thank you, Julie, for that. Traditional Christmas. If you like those homey feelings, those cozy feelings, memory makers, or something nostalgic, try this one next time it's offered. I got 2 samples, and then we're done with this video. It's kind of a short one, but, I didn't get all that much. This first one's Watermelon Coast. I've had this one before in a sample, believe it or not. This one, it almost has a cherry watermelon vibe, which I'm okay with. I like this. It doesn't, sometimes cherry watermelon can pull a little bubblegummy to me, and I hate bubblegum really, but sometimes I like bubblegum and wax, but I don't necessarily want it all the time. It's very, very, very rare that I think about bubblegum and wax. But this throws very, very well. I've used my sample a long time ago. I really like this. It's fresh, it's clean, not aquatic, not oceanic, not fresh, but it's fruity and it has a bright punch, and it's just for your watermelon lovers out there. This last one here is White Snowflakes. Not quite sure what the notes are on this, of course, but this one, it has a little bit of a cashmere vibe to me. Maybe a little bit of mint and vanilla, not quite sure. And like I've said, I'm pretty bad at blind smelling stuff unless it's absolutely obvious. So that is my most recent Sassy Girl Aroma haul. I have 2 more coming. Let's see, I did one last week and I made one today. So in the next few months, watch for another Sassy Girl Aroma haul. Until then, I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend and a beautiful week ahead. Happy fall, happy football season, happy everything. And I will see you soon.